Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field. I'ma get lazy.
Pay to win, a game where players play how they want. Players are tasked with choosing a loadout, paying with materials. The leftover materials from your loadout purchasing will be the materials you use in the Zone Wars-like endgame scenario. Better items cost more mats, with 8 items being permanent and 1 of them being randomized. Players start with 750 of each material, with prices ranging between 100 to 300 of each mat. Every kill you get grants you 5 gold, which you can use at vending machines around the map. We've done weeks of testing to get the game in a good position, to a stage where we think it is ready to compete. Special thanks to T41 for helping with the decorations. It would not look as good without its contribution. The tournament that was played in the video scores as follows. 4 players with 15 rounds. 1 kill equals a point, top 3 equals a point, and the win equals 2 points. So, with everything explained, let's see how the tournament between myself, Bossy, Dolphin, and Fizzy went down. So, round 1 beginning here. As you can see, all the guns are in spawn, and I went for, I guess, the old faithful loadout here. The green AR, the blue tack, and the slurpfish. It leaves you with 310 of each material, and it really allows you to get the best of every world in the game there is. I ended up taking this mid-ground to high ground sort of position on top of one of the shops, and then tried to third party this build fight between Fizzy and Dolphin, while Cohen was under me. As you can see, not much coming from that. I got shot down here and I tried to maintain some sort of mid-ground. I was kept getting tagged in mid-ground. Cohen gets the wall, gets through with the edits, and knocks me down. That's the end of my first round, and Cohen builds up and out heals the other players. 1 round down of the 15. Cohen with the first win. So, second round, I was lucky enough to get a good spawn with the randomizer. It was the purple tack for 150, which is 10 more mats more than the blue tack and the green AR and the slurpfish. So basically just an upgraded version of the old faithful, as I'm getting shot at from multiple angles here, trying to maintain a low ground. Fizzy peeks his head. I missed some shots through with the window peek there. Pretty disappointing. Would have hoped to get a tag, and Fizzy tries to cut back here, gets a tag through the wall. I'm continuously turbo building, trying to little the damage, I guess. Still had a slurpfish, and then there's the big shot, the dink through the wall. I try to maintain any type of health here, any shield that I possibly can, after maintaining 0 points after the first game. And I know I've said maintaining quite a bit, but trying to get any sort of healing off here. Can't quite do it, the rocket's too much pressure. I eventually have to settle with the slurpfish healing me, and then I get up to 125. Editing here, waiting for the right opportunity. Dylan tunnels out right next to me here. I'm trying to get a shot on Dylan. Dylan goes with the rocket, and he cleans me up. And that's 2 games in a row with no points. Cohen dies to the storm, as did Dylan. And Fizz gets round 2. Well done to Fizz there. And I got the Bolt as the random spawn in round 3 here, and went for a pretty expensive loadout. I know I needed to start getting some picks if I wanted a chance at that first spot. I tried to take the shops out of the game again. Under me in that box there is a vending machine with a boom bow, so you want to try and make sure no one goes for it, because if they get that boom bow, it's tough. And bang, there it is, first kill. Snipe on Fizzy in the head, big shot there. It's the first point, and you see me cash in on those 5 coins, getting the heavy sniper, which is huge in endgame, trying to replace people's walls, especially with the lower frames. People being there at the endgame scenarios here, as Dylan tries to maintain high ground on top of me. I keep it. Not for much longer though, as I drop down on top of Cohen, trying to get some sort of kill to try and keep my name in the running, but nothing as of yet here. I look to try and get that heal off. Cohen ends up coming towards me. Must be out of slurpfish if he's coming for it. Get tagged by Dylan, however. Miss my slurpfish, and Cohen wins game 3. At the end of 3 rounds, the scoreboard looks like this. It is getting interesting. In the 4th round here, I get the purple tack and the faithful loadout. Once again, the green AR and the slurpfish. Able to hopefully create something as Cohen gets a kill on Dylan here. And Fizzy was in the tree, and I didn't even notice him. We ended up having a bit of a scrap, bit of a build fight, but out of it, nothing. And I just try to maintain the level, as I've said many times in this video already. Just trying to tarp out and keep myself safe on a reliable level. Not much here as I try to peek through. Fizzy using the pyramid as well. I try to just box myself in here, going for the heals again. You see, in pay to win, we've tried to expand the game, make it more than one playstyle, because, you know, it's mainly just slurp fish at the end, and we want to reduce that. We don't want it to be only slurp fish at the end. As I edit out here, nothing much for me. I ran out of slurp fish. Players that got kills. Guess who wins round 4? It's Cohen once again, picking up the win. It's crucial to get kills in this matter of pay to win here in Season 1. I end up going for a slightly cheaper version of Old Faithful. I went for the green AR on the slurp fish, but I went for the green pump as opposed to the blue tack. I get absolutely lasered by Fizzy with that AUG. He was absolutely on fire with it on times today. Gets into my box and makes me learn to pick the spaz. Punishes me with that upgraded shotgun. And 5 rounds complete, and Cohen wins again, out-healing the zone. Absolutely class, Cohen. Scoreboard looks like this after 5 rounds. I go for a completely new lineup in round 6. Fizzy's computer actually crashed at the end of round 5, so we needed to start the rounds all over again. That's why it says round 1 out of 10. Speaking of Fizzy here, I'm able to get a body shot snipe on him with my sniper, and I don't have many mats as I spend a lot of it on my loadout. Fizzy and I exchange. I hit him for 24. He hits me for 30. I build up, trying to maintain the high ground. He hits me again, and we get shot down by Dylan, and that is it. That is round 6 complete. Cohen ends up one-tapping Dylan at the end and gets another win. Cohen, he's absolutely whitewashing the rest of the competition in the first ever pay-to-win tournament, and I go for a bit more expensive than the Old Faithful, just 50 more of each material, as I got the blue AR and the randomizer. Cohen and I end up just disengaging from this fight here. He went for the high ground. I knew I didn't have the most materials in the world. I went for a window peek here on, I believe it's Dylan. Got a tag, and then backed off as Dylan looks to get something on top of me. I end up editing out, getting that shot on him, that jump shot. Trying to block everyone else as I go aggressive on Dylan here. Got his wall, but not before he got away, and Fizzy now pressuring me on the low ground. It's such a quick game, this pay-to-win end game, especially with more than 4 players, which we have tested. We want more than 4 for the next tournament, so comment down below if you want to participate in the next one. Dylan is the one alive, I believe, here, as I try to get into the box, try to create something, and I die. Despite me having 2 slurp fish and picking 3 up, I choked there, forgetting to use my slurp fish, and Dylan wins the round, and I am really struggling at this point. 7 rounds done. This is what the scoreboard looks like. I'm struggling, and now I'm trying to get some sort of kill, some sort of spark to keep me alive. This Cohen is absolutely on fire. I get rocketed there. Fizzy playing the better player, but I was completely out of match from the get-go here after spending a lot of it on my loadout. Once again, Cohen able to clean me up at the edge of zone. Fizzy dies, and Dylan holds on to round 8's win. Playing pretty well, Dylan. He was playing out of his mind for a lot of this tournament here, as I try to build some sort of height here in round 8. Went for the Tommy gun, which I got out of the random spawner, which is generally a pretty good investment. I missed that little quick window peek on Cohen. In the end, I was able to tunnel out and get a bit of space from everyone else. Trying to create something here, not let myself peek for too long. That's why I was repetitively editing, getting a nice 35 tag on Cohen. Getting down to the bottom here. No one on me, and then Dylan out of nowhere comes. I 160 him in the head. Pick up his slurp fish. Just tunnel out, try to expand. Could this be my first win? Could this be the spark? In round 9, could I get my first win? It's a disappointing start for one of the game's creators, of course. But I was able to go ahead and hang on, push off of Cohen here, I think it was, that was pressuring, and hold on for my first win. It came in the 9th round. Disappointing start, but a good little fight back here towards the end of the tournament. Cohen and I begin round 10 with a bit of pickaxe swinging, as you casually do. It's competitive. Wouldn't be competitive without pickaxe swinging, as I dome Fizzy again for the 2nd time. Didn't get too many kills on Fizzy, but when I did, they were usually with a sniper. Getting absolutely lasered by Cohen as I tried to pressure on Dylan here down below me. I couldn't quite create anything this game. Thought Dylan was behind me, and then Cohen came out of nowhere. In fact, I think it was Dylan who killed me, and Cohen gets the kill on Dylan at the end. Sensational work from Cohen. He's absolutely on fire. As I tag Dylan here, realize he's white. I needed the kill here in round 11, and I got it. Big tag on Dylan, only 31, but I was able to double 31 tagging with my AR. Following that, and get the kill on Dylan, and now I'm setting up my game with 4 slurpfish, and really starting to look dangerous for that end game. And as you can see, for the 3rd time, Bizzy's computer crashes. As I kill him, it crashed apparently, and Cohen not allowing me to use those slurpfish destroys me. And once again, Cohen is just absolutely on fire. It's hard to find an answer for him as he jumps through here on round 12, looking for any sort of spark. I've said it a few times. Hasn't been my day. Cohen able to get down before me, and then I can expand my waterfall there, and catch onto his builds. And then I continue to build up here and use my slurpfish once again. But it's running out of time. Here I am to get any sort of points here. Double edit out, just trying to edit out, trying to create any space. Kind of lost all thoughts, all of my surroundings here. Completely lost everything. Didn't know what was going on at this point. I'm able to get high ground here and get a 31 tag in Cohen as I drop down to try to create something. He does likewise, jumps out the side and tags me big, and he ends up cleaning up Dylan, I believe it was, to win round 12. Round 13 starts with a tiny little engagement, me dinking Cohen, and then I see Dylan here tag him white after he'd just been in a fight with Cohen. I end up trying to push him here, get into his box. He just escaped down the bottom before I could tag him, so I edited through continuously on the chase here, trying to get any sort of kill in the game. It was on Dylan this one, as I'm continuously trying to kill Dylan in this round, and I eventually get up and outplay him on that regard, killing him and getting Fizzy after dropping down the column and one-tapping him. Cohen goes with the rocket, blows himself up. End of round 13, I get my 2nd win, and is starting to creep up the leaderboard now. I haven't shown the leaderboard for a while because I want this to be a surprise now, but I'm just going to say that, creeping up the leaderboard. Start around 14 here. Getting towards the end now as I drop down with my tag to get a tag onto Dylan. I'm trying to get a flick shot here. Wasn't the smartest. Take my slurpfish, realize I got one more. Trying to get into Dylan's wall. And I forgot that I had a slurpfish. I took the slurpfish really late. Got it off just. And Dylan died before me. 2 wins in a row for me, but as I said, too little, too late. I coned Cohen here in the last round. Round 15 it is. Just get on top of him, building up. Trying to get as much space as possible. You see it a lot in Zone Wars. Space, creation, and trying to get away from the opponent. Despite the kills I needed, I still tried to play it as scrimmy as possible because I knew that most of my kills would come end game, and I have 1 slurpfish remaining here. I nearly took it by accident there. As you can see, as soon as my health drops about below 50, I'm able to take the slurpfish and use it to its maximum potential here. I realized Cohen's probably got more slurpfish than me because he got killed. He went for the edit, I went for the jump shot, hit him 62, but he cleaned me up with the tack. End of 15 rounds. Sensational tournament from the guys. Here is the results. So, 15 rounds down. 15 rounds down. That's a lot of rounds. It took about an hour to complete. In 4th place, Fizzy with 17 points. In 3rd place, Dylan with 21 points. In 2nd place, me with 22 points. And 1st, obviously, X-Bossy with 40 points. Nearly doubling 2nd place. Nearly boogering, just like he did at the World Cup. Sensational performance from Cohen. He won the Bring It On emote because I'm that broke. He won the Bring It emote because that's all I could afford. But it was also a smaller tournament, so we're just easing into it. Let me know if you want to compete in the next tournament. But for now, that is it. Hope you enjoy the game. Follow me on Instagram at ClazonYT to be updated on this game because I'm going to be updating it quite frequently. Thank you all, and I'll see you later.